You might think that the new character Navia could whisker away Geo's troubles. Honestly, I initially thought Navia might perfectly elevate the status of this rock-solid element, but it turns out, after scratching the surface of her kit, examining some numbers from the beta test, and looking at the perspective of team composition, Navia won't save anyone, especially Geo. Instead, she's clawing her way out of the bad reputation of this yellow element. I'll tell you the reasons. But before that, it would be more fabulous if I change outfits. Wait a moment. Much better. This outfit aligned with the topic we're going to discuss today, because we're about to pounce into the discussion about Navia. Grab your macaroons and let's go. Firstly, do I need to explain Navia's kit again? Maybe just briefly. In essence, she is a quick swap DPS that utilizes crystallized reactions to gain bullet stacks. Her elemental burst also adds stacks at regular intervals. You'll use these bullets by pressing the elemental skill to unleash shots from her umbrella. It can be used twice and becomes her main source of damage. As for her talents, the more diverse the elements in your team, the higher Navia's attack will be. Does it make sense? Of course. This is because of the crystallized reactions she'll be using. Want to play Navia fully on the field? You can also level up her normal attack, as it can infuse Geo for a few seconds after pressing E, thanks to one of her talents. Based on her talents, Hoyomix wants you to pair Navia with several other elements and not be restricted to just Geo. This way, you can try out many team compositions with Navia after she is released. Similar to Ningguang, Navia is an attack scaling DPS, so a defense buff might be less effective. Saying no to Goro is advisable, since the team composition and the scaling alone are already conflicting. As I mentioned before, just from this, it's clear that Navia wants to break free from Mono Geo, and like the previous DPS character. But is this breaking free a good thing? Honestly, in my personal opinion, yes. When we received the official announcement from Hoyomix about the arrival of the new Geo character, Navia, I felt both excited and anxious. Excited because it's been almost 2 years since we got a new Geo uni, and that was Yunjin, while Arataki Edo was the last limited character. After focusing on the lush greenery of Sumeru, that has nothing to do with Geo, including Dendro and all its aspects, Hoyomix finally dared to release a character with the yellow element in the Fontaine region patch. What worries me about Navia is that she is Geo, an element that has gained a bad reputation among players. In my opinion, this is because it struggles to compete with other elements like Dendro and Electro, which synergized quite well in the previous Sumeru patch. Pyro, Cryo, and Hydro, they also have excellent amplifying reactions. Anemo benefits from the use of the VV artifact set, along with great crowd control and exploration abilities from some of its characters. On the other hand, Geo seems to underperform in terms of reactions and functionality compared to other elements. Geo generally only has one reaction, which is Crystallize. In a game that heavily emphasizes reactions, Geo falls behind compared to other elements. If there's a desire to make something new out of Geo, or make it better, perhaps Hoyomix could do something with Crystallize. Or have they already done so with Navia? But will this change the Geo element itself? Will this change the game? It doesn't seem so. However, that doesn't mean Navia is bad and you want to skip her just because she is Geo. She's likely to be a quite formidable unit. Navia will just be Navia. There's nothing new just because she's a Geo character released after 2 years. Indeed, the utilization of the crystallized reaction is somewhat unique and refreshing. But in this case, it's not too significant, at least for other Geo. Okay, I assume you've seen her substantial skill multipliers, or even showcase videos with buffers like Farino or Bennett on the internet. From that, she can deliver outstanding damage. Yes, it's because she's Navia with substantial skill multipliers, not because she's Geo. Why did Hoyomix create such large multipliers? and even continuously buff her during beta testing. Well, because she needs it. She can't utilize reactions like melt or vaporize, because she's Geo that could not perform any transformative and amplifying reactions. Hoyo aware of this, and they rightly provide Navia with buffs in the skill multiplier department. What Navia can benefit from is crystallized to maximize her talents and skills. But even this new use of the reaction is only beneficial for Navia as an individual character, not for Geo as a whole. Just a reminder, this is only my opinion. If they really want to make Geo element even better, then they should create a new reaction. But Navia's kit could not serve this. And the likelihood of designing a whole new reaction is very, very small. The developer rarely changes anything in their game, except for the adjustments to Zhongli. You probably know already why he was buffed after his release. Since a new reaction related to Geo won't happen, all that's left is to embrace, preserve, and maximize the existing reaction, which is crystallize. We just recently got the new artifacts set and it is already fine. The developers have started paving the way to steer Geo towards crystallize, as seen in Navia's kit also. Although there was already archaic Petra that uses Geo reactions. Honestly, it's quite good but somewhat underrated. I don't know, but to me, it has the potential to provide a similar function to Viridescent, right? Perhaps because we haven't received a pure Geo debuffer yet, so this effect not as optimal as the Viridescent set, which can be combined with characters like Kazuha for better supporting. Even though Zhongli can use this set for a Novelette or Lynette team, do you think that's enough? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. Talking about support, I feel like this role have the potential to save Geo. However, Navia is a DPS unit, coincidentally only providing buffs to herself through crystallize. Maybe if we want to save Geo, we need a healer and a debuffer in one character, because Geo doesn't have that yet. True. Our Geo Archon makes it seem like healing is useless for the element, but hey, having one dedicated Geo healer wouldn't hurt, right? Or it doesn't have to be a healer, as long as it can maximize the crystallize reaction, because that will be the link connecting Geo with other elements. There is one character who is likely able to fill this role and elevate the Geo class. Here she is. Have you heard the rumors about her? They say she's a Geo support who will also use the crystallize reaction, but let's just wait for the next updates from the internet. So, in my opinion, that's why Navia can't save Geo. She gives buffs only to herself for attacking, not to others. Although I'm sure out there, some might build Navia just to use her burst while wearing archaic Petra artifacts to support the team. But still, Geo needs more than that to shine again. What do you think about this? Do you agree that Navia is a great DPS unit but can't elevate the status of Geo? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to press the like button and subscribe to support this channel. This cat is tired of talking and will curl up for a cat nap after this. Have an amazing day and see you humans in the next video.